Here's another late development, and this news keeps coming in as we're talking here.
Shout out to everybody's favorite segment, Krazy Karren's Korner. All right, guys, Krazy Karren's Korner. And today's actual Karren is Karren.
Hey, my name's Heero. That's Eric, and we are people that don't take pleasure in stupid people being allowed to be stupid. But when it happens, we gotta acknowledge it, right? So this segment is dedicated to, before we even talk about this Karren, we want to give an update to another Karren. Do y'all remember Central Park Karren, the New York Karren, the Karren that called the police on the black guy who was bird watching? What other description, if you ever told me a black guy was doing something to a black woman, what was he doing there? And he said he was bird watching. I couldn't have guessed that for $1 billion trillion ever. But my man's was bird watching. He told the lady put her dog on a leash, which is a law, and she spazzed out, nearly killed the dog, choked the dog out, and swore her life was in danger because a black guy was talking shit. But guess what? Story's in, verdict's out. All charges have been dropped. She is not going to be charged with the Karren Act misdemeanor because, and get this, she's not going to be charged because was put into a first-time offender situation, and she went into 5 sessions of therapy. In 1 year, she did 5 months of therapy, and now she no longer has to serve punishment for those crimes. She called the police that could have came there, shot him within 2 seconds of their arrival, like they did to Tamir Rice.
And she would have not gave a dang either. That's the problem.
And it would have been his story versus hers. And even though if there was footage, she would have said before the footage was recorded, he pushed me or something. It would have been her word versus a dead man, and we know dead men tell no tales.
That's what they tell me anyway.
So when we watch this, Karren, I want you to understand something. We keep showing you these dumbasses. 1, because they're dumbasses. 2, because there's literally 500,000 people dead because of this virus, and they still want to argue. And then 3, they think they are smart. Like these people who don't wear a mask, they don't know it, but they're part of a cult. They're part of a cult because they actually believe that they're doing something righteous. Let's just roll the clip, shall we?
That bean footage, bro.
Let me ask you, is it a law? What's the federal law that prevents me from wearing a face mask? Federal law. Oh, I can't wait to sue your ass. Oh! Illegal search!
I'm not.
Illegal!
You can't have the.
Oops, I think I pressed the wrong button. But that's just a snippet of the madness that we're about to be subjugated to. So let's just get here, because I want to get to the store when she's talking. Okay.
Store policy. They can't ask you to leave.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Is it a law? What's the federal law that prevents me
Just
from
look at the
wearing a
lady, the
face mask?
poor managers
Federal
that have to deal with
law.
this bullshit.
Federal.
Okay,
State
so
law.
you don't know.
State
you don't
order.
know the law, right?
State order.
And Eric, we know that cops are dumb as shit. We know that they don't know all the laws, but they at least know this one. They're right about this. But how fast would it have... We
already know.
We already know.
The question you're going to ask.
How fast, if that was me or Eric, how fast would we have been drug or shot and drug out of there?
Now we would have got slammed on our face like that 16-year-old girl at the high school did a month ago.
Yeah. Pushing for
No,
it.
no, no. The law, because I'm going to get your badge number and I'm going to sue you as well.
Okay.
Okay. So what is the
A
federal
business
law
can ask you to
that-
leave for any reason.
that prevents me from wearing a face mask?
They don't have to provide you service.
Do they?
That's actually not true. They can't ask you to leave for any reason. They can only ask you to leave for a reason that doesn't involve you being discriminated against based on Title 9 and 7, I believe. Yeah, which one is it? The gender, age, sex. Not sex. Skin. Whatever. Those things. Those things that they. That's it. That's the only thing. They can ask you to leave because they can't tell you to leave because you have a red shirt on. That's not something they could tell you to leave for.
Do they serve the public? Do I pose any threat medically or physically?
They don't know that.
Okay, so you don't know that. So I am being
A business
escorted
can
out
refuse
here
your service
because why?
for
Because
any reason they want.
She's so
because
stupid.
I pose what kind of threat?
They have a policy here. They're
Is it a
following
federal law?
They're following the
Is
state
it a
mandate.
It's not.
Miss,
Mandate
do you have an idea?
and
Yes, it is a federal.
mandate and a law, two different things.
This is private property.
It's,
No.
Yes,
Do
it is.
they serve the public?
What do you need? Her ID?
yes.
Do you have your ID,
No.
please?
I'm not giving you my ID.
Okay,
Because
then you gotta come with us.
Let's
No,
follow us.
Don't.
Yes?
We're
Yes?
going to, we're going to touch you. We're going to touch you.
Don't
Miss?
touch me.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands
No.
behind your back.
Hands behind your back.
Relax. Relax.
No.
You can keep recording all you want, but we're gonna put it in your purse.
Like, she's deranged. This is a mental illness that we're
Don't touch
watching.
My phone. Don't touch. Don't touch my phone. I'm relaxed. Come on, let's walk out. Let's walk out.
Got him.
Ooh.
It's Cleveland.
Miss,
No.
stop resisting.
Oh, no, there's no resistance.
You are pulling away from us.
Okay, so you can tell the
Trying to
police
get
what to
free.
do.
That is
Yeah.
resisting.
It's just
I can't tell the
madness.
police what to do.
It's madness. I enjoy watching this sometimes because I just want to know what it's like to have privilege.
Oh, I can't wait to see your ass.
Don't want to provide ID.
Oh, trust and believe, honey.
There's resisting.
Oh,
One,
no.
you know what? The
Because
ignorance of this woman,
No,
though, she
because
doesn't
I
understand when the
any-
police approach you
Your sport.
and they are having a conversation with you. You're in an investigative detention. You know the law. You're in
Doesn't matter.
investigative
Give me
detention.
my
That
cell
means
phone.
the police have
Stop pulling away
officially
from us.
detained
Give
you.
me my
You
cell
are not
phone.
free to
Pulling away
leave.
from
You
us.
did not
No,
ask if you
no,
were
no,
being
give me my
detained,
cell
if you were
phone.
free to leave.
Give
You
me
are
my
detained,
cell
woman.
phone.
Secondly,
Everything's being recorded.
you don't get to
Give me my
give
cell phone.
orders to the
Miss,
police
everything's
officers.
being
You don't get to tell them not to
Give
touch
me
your
my
phone.
cell
Please put your
phone.
hands
You
behind your
have
back.
to do what they tell you to do at that time.
Oh,
You're
God.
walking away. You're not cooperating
fine.
with them.
I
That's
can miss-
resisting. We've seen
Oh,
black
it
men do
was.
way less and get way more.
Let go of your purse.
You,
I'm just saying. And the
no,
only
literally-
reason why they're
Where's my
handling
cell phone?
handling her like
We
this
got it.
All
is
right,
because
where's
we can
my
see it
cell
right here on the
phone?
Grab
screen.
your cell phone.
the
Right here
fact
on the
is,
screen.
the fact is,
Thank
the
you.
only
Give me
right
my
you have
cell
when you're
phone
faced with an
now.
officer in an investigative
My cell
detention is to
phone
shut the fuck
now.
up. And it's the most valuable
Oh, I
weapon.
can't wait to see the
I can't tell you how many times I've been stopped by a cop and just shut up and just wait for them to walk away.
Where's my cell phone?
But people get anxious. People feel like they have to say something in order to defend themselves.
Where's my cell phone?
Whenever I get pulled over, they ask for
I
like,
want it now.
and they are like, "Hey, why aren't you talking?"
Oh, absolutely.
I just hand them my license and be like,
because I fear I want to go home. That's why
Yeah.
I'm not talking. This chick is bumping her gums, having attitude, getting real mouthy and sour.
But, hey, can we
sassy
stop it
with
right
these
here?
officers.
"Can we stop it right here?" Let's also talk about the incompetence of the cop because they brought the girl. They were so worried about being gentle with this lady, they didn't even frisk her because when they handcuffed her, she still has her bag on her. She still has items on her. Like, they are so fucking dumb. These cops are so dumb because I have seen it on numerous occasions where they don't pat down certain people because they give them the benefit of the doubt and then they get a weapon and shank them in the neck while they're driving. Like, they literally
But most of these places have cages now, so it's a little bit different.
still, she's you, Eric. Would they let you even if they could take off? If they could take,
I am bigger than both of them. 6'4", I'm 215 pounds. And
man,
if I got
bullets
really
don't care
angry,
about none of that shit.
exactly,
All I'm saying,
exactly. So they would never handle me like this. They're handling her like this because she does not pose a physical threat to them.
But it still doesn't excuse the fact that they didn't.
She's not black.
That they didn't even take away her purse. That's all. I mean, it's crazy.
You're gonna go to jail.
Illegal.
It's insane.
I'm not
But again, this is bad policing all the way around.
Yeah,
Because I
horrible.
promise you, they would have slammed me face down on that goddamn belt scanner, and they would have turned my pockets.
We have it.
Then they would have literally embarrassed me. And then if I was acting like that in the car, I'm getting tased off rip.
Cell phone now.
The little 9-year-old girl that we showed last week got pepper sprayed in the face for this exact same behavior. Do y'all see why Heero and I get so passionate about this?
Say it all your time you want.
I'm just saying, like, this is a problem. This is a problem. We literally saw a girl up in upstate New York get pepper sprayed at 9 years old for the exact same behavior, and she was crying for her father. This chick is being an absolute brat, and she's 40, 50 years old.
50 years old.
She going home. She not traumatized. She just a little embarrassed. That's it. I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it. We need police reformation in the absolute worst way in this country. This is pissing me off so bad. Like, what are you doing? Like, you don't get to do this and get away with it. You don't get to do this. You're an adult. Okay, now she's got the handcuffs off. They
Because they had
handcuffed
to
the
take
little
the purse
9-year-old
off.
girl.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, and even this is not following the procedure. What you should have done was cuff the lady. You should have called for a female officer to show up. You should have patted her down. You should have made sure all her belongings were away from her.
But look at just the
And
care.
then-
Showing her that her phone's in her bag. She don't need. You don't get that. You don't get that. You're under arrest. You don't get to dictate how you get arrested.
This
But
is
hey.
stupid. That's stupid.
We did this for the algorithm. And we also did this because I feel like Karens don't get enough attention. Because Karens have gotten to go to sleep at night. Karens have been raiding the fucking Capitol, and they just don't get the acknowledgement they get to. So here on this show, well, as long as the algorithm says so, we're going to give you your acknowledgement. But, I mean, that was Karren Korner, Crazy Karren Korner. How are we getting away with that shit? And that was our thought on it. But
You know
Eric,
why?
I'll
It's
let-
because hey, listen, you know why we're getting away with it? Because you haven't segmented it off and put Krazy's Karren Korner and changed the color of the first letter of all three words. That's why we're getting away with it.
That's why we're getting away with it.
Until the algorithm gets smart enough to figure out what that means. Yeah, but I think we should, just to push the envelope and see if we can continue to get shadow banned on YouTube. They are giving us fits.
They don't need to shadow ban us. We already we algorithm banned. Oh man.
Except when we argue about the leftism versus rightism. When we on that, oh yeah, they boosting that in the algorithm.
No, when they talk
boost
about
that in
money,
the algorithm.
if
Isn't
we
that
talk-
interesting?
If we talked about money full time, yo, we would have so many more.
Listen,
subs.
we'd have 1 million subs. We
Yeah.
have 1 million subs.
If we talked about money all the time, we would have 1 million subs. But that was the episode. That was our beliefs and theories on it. We just wanted to put that in your faces. Eric, where the hell can they find us?
You better be finding us right here. Like, I already know, if y'all in here and if y'all haven't shared this and listen, while y'all playing, what y'all don't know is behind the scenes, Heero and I can tell now, because we don't pay for it. We can tell how many times this was shared, man. I'm gonna be really butthurt and offended when we go back and look at our analytics. If we didn't get some shares on this, it's Facebook, especially on Facebook, half of our viewing audience is on Facebook. Let me just throw that out here to y'all, man. So y'all go ahead, come here on YouTube, rock with us, hit that sub button, hit that like button, hit that share button. Make sure you go ahead and just share that on Facebook, because we like Facebook too, even though they're giving us the most difficult time. Then go ahead and go in the description, hit that link tree. Go ahead and go to Anchor, man. They paying us. It's audio only, but they paying. Help a player out. Then go down right after that and make sure you hit that Amazon link. Click that link. Let's to pull as much money out of Jeff Bezos' pocket as we can. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Absolutely. Hey, y'all take care of yourselves. Don't be a Karren unless you're doing something powerful with that power. Karren powers can be used for good. If only you let them. Last story. Man.
Cut boys.
I hope that in the side, slow it down and we can catch the vibe. But it's so hard to find through the daily grind, been working overtime. And I'm sleep deprived, shorty on my line and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night, don't care who's wrong or right. I hope that in the side, slow it down and we can catch the vibes.